Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to whatever this is. I'll just do a draft or something and throw this at the front of it. So, I guess I didn't really explain what a print run is. Just how I find it and what you can do with it. So let's just explain what a print run is. And this is the World Wake print run. Which is misleading, because it's the World Wake print runs. I'm using World Wake just to describe it first, just as like, because it's easier, because there's only two. And how does this work? Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, that didn't take very long for you, but it took long for me. Because of the stupid AE in Aether. That does not work very well when you're cutting and pasting stuff. Alright, so I don't remember where I was, but we're starting with World Wake. So, how does Magic... See, so say you go into a draft. You open a pack. How does Magic... you know, make that pack? Well, okay, as far as I know, it uses some sort of algorithm. You'd think it's random, but I've never heard of a draft with like 5 of the same rare in it, and that would happen with the amount of drafts that go on online, so I don't think it's completely random. And so it just chooses a rare, throws it in the pack. And it chooses some uncommons somehow. That's not important right now. Puts them in the pack. Then it goes to this list. And it says, well, do I want to put 5 and then 5 commons from print run A and 5 commons from print run B in the pack? Or do I want to put 6 commons from print run A and 4 commons from print run B in the pack? Well, let's just choose one of those. Let's just say it chooses the 5 and the 5. Well, okay. And then it says, okay, I need to choose 5 cards in this print run. How do I do that? Well, it's a print run. And see, the reason it's called a print run is because in real life, the cards are printed in this order. So, like, they are on a sheet of 121 cards. And it's sort of not in this order. It'd sort of be like these together because it's 60 exactly. But yeah. So like they're printed in this order, and that's why they appear in the pack in an order. So let's just say how the program would do it. Well, it could just choose. It could choose a starting point. Doesn't matter. So like all it has to do is choose a starting point. So let's just say it chooses Jaguar Swarm. This Jaguar Swarm. Well then. And then it just chooses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. And then it chooses that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it just throws those in the pack. And it chooses, I don't know, this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it throws those in the pack. And that's your pack. Could start anywhere. Could start Pilgrim's Eye. Then it would be the next 5. Bajuka Bog. And the next 5. But it's never going to be Jaguar Swarm, Bajuka Bog, like that. Because it can't be like that. It says 5. It has to be, the opening pack has to have these 5 commons in it. It has to have a contiguous block. It could be 6, it could be 6-4, or it could be 5-5. Alright? And you might think, like, well, what if I get down here Titan's Judgment. Well, then that just keeps going up here. Like, this is just infinite. Like, you should picture it like this. To infinity. But I'm not writing to infinity, because that'd be hard. And so, yeah. And so then it would get here, and loop back around. And those would be your 5 cards in the back. Because it's sort of like a big circle. You can just sort of like, think if this was a little slip of paper, you could just sort of like glue the 2 ends together, and that'd be your print run. Only, you might want to double print it, make it a movie. Don't worry about it. And, yeah. The same here. And so that's how it creates a pack of World Wake. And then I'll do the same thing for Zendikar. No, not Zendikar, because Zendikar is strange. Oh, and you'll notice these 2 lists don't share any cards. That's very important. So you'll never get a duplicate card from this pack, from like this process. Like there will never be 2. Oh, did I actually think Aether Trade Winds might supposed to be in this list, but I might have screwed it up earlier. No, wait, no, because we sat down here. Whatever, I'm just not going to save. Alright, so let's do the same thing for Rise of Eldrazi. Open this. So what the program does here is it just goes through every pack. After I found the print run, it goes through every pack, and it says, and it just counts the number of cards from each part of the print run. Each print run in the pack. So like, and then it just records it and adds it up. I can't do it for that. That will cause an error. Doesn't work if you. All right. So as you can see, there's quite a few more compositions, pack compositions, but like it's the same basic thing. It can either be 4 from 1 and 6 from 2. This is Rise of Eldrazi. 5 from 1. No, wait, 4 from 0 and 6 from 2. I should just like read what it says. 5 from 1, 5 from 2, 4 from 0, and 6 from 1. 4 from 1 and 6 from 2. 4 from 0 and 6 from 3. And 4 from... Wait. And 6 from 1 and 4 from 3. And in this case, I will rename them when I bring up this. Alright. And for the sake of argument, whatever. 0, 1, 2, 3. Alright. So it does the same thing. Chooses one of these. Oh, alright. And you'll notice that there is never a time when there are cards from Pack 2 or Part 2 and Part 3. They are always different. Never showing up together. So that means you can never see a pack with an Aura Gnarlid and a Death Cultist in it. Can't happen. Ever. Can't see a pack with a Mnemonic Wall, a Shrivel, Narcolepsy, and Leaf Arrow. Assuming they haven't changed anything since the last time since they calculated the print run, which they might do because they want to. Their bloody program. Okay, and so it's the same thing. Choose this one. What's that? 4 and 6. All right. So just goes to 1. So chooses your rare. You get a Baneful Omen. You cry because it's terrible. Your rares are terrible, not of this, or your uncommons are terrible, not of this world. Stuff like that. Anyways, and then it just chooses a starting point. And just takes 4 cards. Contiguous cards. Always has to be contiguous. Alright, not here. Contiguous. Contiguous. Just takes 4 cards. Takes 4 cards. Ooh, look, a Stagger Shock. So, let's just say one of the cards is McKinney Griffin. Well then, it could be there. It could be there. It could look like that. It could look like that. Or it could look like that. And 6 cards from this Pritch run. Or, if I can find the other one without cheating, it could look like that. It could look like that. It could look like that. Or it could look like that. And then there would be 6 cards from here. And so it could just any 6 cards in a row from this list. You know, and again, it loops around. And so to demonstrate this, I will try to find someone's draft thingy. Alright, this is a draft from Zonko the Sane, because it was the first one in the list. Anyway, so you look at the pack, and you see the rare is Dormant Gomazoa. The uncommon is Virulent Swipe, Artisan of Kozilek, and Reality Spasm. And then you see that there are 11 commons, not including or 10 commons in a land. So let me write these down so for easy reference. Alright, so I've got them written down. And if I recall, Venerate Teacher is, yeah, over here in the 4th one. Okay, so let's just start there. We have a Venerated Teacher. And so let's just look. So it could be one of these 3 spots. And if I recall, this last one's really crazy, because they're all so close together. But anyway, so we have a Venerated Teacher. It could be one of these 3. Let's just see. There's no Rapid Flames in this pack, so it can't be that one, unless there's a Stalwart Steel Bears. This is not. Okay, there's a Nemus Silt Lurker. And there's also, is there a Death Cultist? No. There's a Demystify Spider Umbra. Oh, like I said, this one sucks. So it could be this, I think. Yeah. Could be that one. This is why I use the print run program, because it's just quicker. Or it could be this one, Spider Umbra, Demystify. Is there Contaminated Ground or a Raid Bombardment? No, so it has to be this one. So, what do we got? Spider Umbra. There's no Raid Bombardment, there's no Death Cultist. So yeah. So here we have the Venerated Teacher. And they are randomized when they put in the pack to try to trick you. They're sort of randomized. It's weird. Because like they're randomized in a way that sometimes there's patterns. I don't think they're completely randomized. They're just sort of shifted around. Because yeah. Anyway, didn't really figure that out because it's not really relevant to. Well, I guess it sort of is if it's always the same. But. Alright, so it's 4. And, yeah, you know, that works out pretty well with this. And so we know it's going to be 1. Because that's the only thing it can be. Unless I just wasn't really paying attention. And it could be something else. It does not look like it. So we got a Skywatcher Depth now. What? Not found. Jerk. Okay. Skywatcher Depth. Could be one of those 2. Let's see, there's a Reinforced Bulwark. And there isn't one around that one, so it's this one.